I'm finding my favorite espresso in the Bay Area. Previously, I visited the San Jose Peninsula roasters. Now I'm onto the non-roasters. I think of it like a band playing a cover song, where a coffee shop using another roaster's beans can offer a fresh interpretation of an already great work. Let's dive in. Set 5 starts in Japantown, San Jose at Roy's Station. When I tell people from San Jose about this coffee bracket, Roy's is consistently one of the first places that comes up. I'm told it was once a gas station, which is where it gets its name and unique architecture. It was also decked out in holiday decorations when I was filming this in December. They serve Verve coffee, so I know they have good taste. How is it?
Ooh, it smells kind of earthy. Ooh, yeah, that's quite pleasant. It has good sourness. It has good acidity. Not too much. Very balanced. I imagine they're using some sort of blend of beans to get this because it's really smooth. There's definitely sweetness in there too. I don't want to say it's vegetal because you usually think of that as a bad thing, and this is not bad. But there's a sort of almost lemongrass quality to it. It's tasty. I like it.
Circle A Skateboards and Coffee is a gorgeous and unique standalone building near San Jose State. It's as pretty inside as it is out, and as the name implies, it's also a skateboard shop. They serve Wrecking Ball coffee from San Francisco. How does it taste?
Not a super strong scent. It's subtle, but it's pleasant. It has a lot of body. That's the first thing I noticed up front. It's a little bit of a darker flavor profile. Not necessarily a dark roast, it's just flavors like darker berries, like a blackberry maybe. Decent acidity, but it's not too bright. It's pretty balanced. The different parts of the flavor aren't competing with each other. It's really nice. Yeah, I would say something like a blackberry. It has kind of almost a chalky texture, which to me is a good thing. I like it when things feel like present on my tongue. The aftertaste really brings out a sort of tartness, like a berry. Yum. Yeah, this is really good.
Next up is Hannah Coffee and Sweets. It has a homey vibe and seems like a great place to sit and relax when indoor dining becomes available again.
Interesting. This smells more like drip coffee than espresso, and it's a huge shot. This is a pretty big glass. It's all the way up to here. It's probably a solid 4 ounces, 6 ounces. Oh wow, that tastes like straight up drip coffee. The mouthfeel is also like drip coffee. It's a lot thinner. Wow, that is fascinating. Definitely a surprise. It's good. It tastes good. It tastes nutty, sweet. I just would not think of that as espresso.
Almost every best coffee of San Jose list I found mentions Elva's Coffee Stop. The sign now says Go Pizza Coffee Stop, and it's definitely a pizza place inside, but the coffee tradition seems to be living on as well.
Interesting. This one smells very similar to the one at Hannah. More like drip coffee. Quite a lot of nuttiness. Oh wow. Wow, that is super interesting. There's a lot going on right up front. There's quite a lot of sweetness in this. Quite a lot of sweetness. Definitely has that sort of nutty flavor, but there's almost like a floral quality to it as well. It's still, I don't know if I would call this espresso. When I think of espresso, I don't think of something that's this thin. It's really liquid. You know, it's almost like the different flavors are trying to compete with each other. It's lacking some clarity. It's not bad though, but at the same time, you know, similar to Hannah, it's hard for me to think of this as espresso. It's more of a strong filter coffee. Alright, let's talk winners. The Coffee Stop and Hannah's were really interesting in that I wouldn't have really thought of what they gave me as espresso. I'm just having a hard time wrapping my mind around that. They were good as drip coffees. Like if I ordered a drip coffee and they gave me what they gave me today, I would be happy. They were very good drip coffees. But they didn't feel like espresso. They didn't have that sourness. They didn't have the body, the mouthfeel that espresso has. They also came in a huge glass, like huge portions, which makes me think it wasn't quite espresso. And I ordered a single shot at both places. I would be so curious what like a double or triple would be. Roy's Station and Circle A, both good, both solid espressos. Roy's had a more like earthy lemongrass feel to it. Circle A had more of a berry kind of tartness but sweetness. I notice I'm leaning more toward that berry sweetness, although I could see being in the mood for a more earthy espresso at times. And on that basis, Circle A wins it for me.
Set 6 starts in downtown Sunnyvale at Coffee and More Cafe. It has a gorgeous corner location and they can open the large windows for an open air experience. Definitely looks like a place that you could hang out for a while. And I apologize, the audio for some of these upcoming shops isn't the best. I was experimenting with different camera and microphone setups and I still hadn't figured out how I wanted to do it yet. But back to coffee.
That smells yummy. There's a brightness to the scent. Nice acidity up front. You know, it might actually be a little too much acidity for me. This is fascinating. It's just a really solid coffee flavor. Like, it's stereotypical coffee. It's exactly what you'd expect. It's well done. The body is nice. It feels really pleasant on my tongue. Not too heavy, but not too light either. Feels like I'm getting my money's worth. I get like a hint of orange peel, citrus. I think it's that acidity that's really reminding me of those things. Yeah, there's not much of an aftertaste. It's clean. Yeah, actually that cleans up really nicely. Off to a good start.
It's a short drive back to Mountain View, the home of Google and 1 Ounce Coffee. Their downtown Mountain View location is on my regular rotation of shops, and I know their espresso makes a great affogato. But how does it hold up on its own?
You know, it doesn't have a very strong scent, but what is there smells really tasty. Ooh, wow. That is a strong flavor up front. It's really well balanced. A lot of sweetness as well. Man, there's just a lot going on. It's really complex, really good. There's some nuttiness, there's good acidity, almost like a candied orange peel. The sweetness really comes through. There's also like a nuttiness. I'm getting a little cashew. Wow, I really like this. The body is really, really heavy. It feels weighty on my tongue in a way that I really like. It's warm. Not in temperature, but it's warming, has a warming quality to it. Wow, yeah, that's really good. Caramel is another flavor note that I'm getting. There's all these flavors kind of playing off of each other. Nothing's too loud. It doesn't feel like the flavors are competing. They're all just kind of there in some sort of harmony. Rich. Rich is how I would describe this. Very good.
Down the street is Red Rock Cafe. It's known for its selection of local art and lively open mic nights during non-COVID times. Like 1 Ounce, they serve coffee from multiple roasters. Let's taste.
It smells good. Ooh, interesting. There's a bright acidity at the front and kind of fades away quickly into something unique. There's a unique flavor here. It's almost sour. It's like a deep berry, like a blackberry or a black currant maybe. Yeah, it's almost molassesy. So there's definitely an acidity, but there's also like a sweetness and a mellowness to it. It's really interesting. It kind of attacks my tongue at the top with the acidity and way at the bottom. There's not a ton going on in the middle. I have no idea if that makes sense. Ooh, the aftertaste is really good too. And it's different than the taste of the espresso. This one really evolves over time. It's a little bit airy at the top. I'm kind of missing that middle note. If it was a perfume, it would have the head note and the base note, but not a lot of mid. Interesting. It's good though. I can definitely see being in the mood for exactly this. Okay, let's talk winners. This one's really tough because all of these shots were great, and I'll definitely be back to all of the places. I notice I'm leaning more toward like depth and complexity, richness. I don't know if it's because it's winter, but on that basis, 1 Ounce wins it for me. It had the most going on. There's just so many different flavors. It was an intense experience. Like each sip was something that I could savor for a good 30 to 40 seconds. It just had the most depth and complexity. Not that the other ones didn't have depth and complexity, but 1 Ounce just was so much, and I really liked it.
The last set on the peninsula starts in Menlo Park at Cafe Zoe. It's a vibrant place for culture, known for its open mic nights during non-COVID times. When I went, outdoor dining was allowed, and it had the most lively crowd of any place I've filmed so far. They serve high-wire coffee from Oakland. Let's taste.
Ooh, it's very bright. Like the first experience is very loud. I'm not getting any loud flavor notes. Yeah, it's not overly fruity. It's not overly nutty. Just balanced. I imagine it's a blend of different coffees to get this sort of let's please everyone kind of flavor. It's not super distinct, but I can't really complain about anything that's going on either. You know, as it cools, it does start to feel a little bit hollow. There's not a lot of depth to the flavor. And the aftertaste feels a little bit stale. Not a lot. There's just, it turns kind of bitter as I'm sitting here. Not bad though. That's a solid espresso.
Next, I'm headed to Los Altos and Manresa Bread. This location is a regular coffee stop for me, and of course they have an amazing selection of breads too. The Koin Aman is particularly delicious. They serve Verve coffee. How does it taste?
Yeah, that's good. Smooth. That goes down easy. Got a little bit of fruitiness. Not overwhelmingly fruity. It's a solid, good, well-balanced espresso. The aftertaste too is actually quite pleasant. It doesn't leave that bitter feeling in your mouth. I'm not really getting much bitterness at all, which is really hard to do. It's really thin texturally. doesn't have that syrupy quality that some espressos can have. It reads like a really just smooth. Smooth is the word that keeps coming up. I like it. It makes me smile. And that is a good quality in a coffee.
Down the street is Red Berry Coffee Bar. They serve a rotating selection of coffees from multiple roasters, and they have a really pretty outdoor seating area when it's allowed. Let's taste.
Ooh, that smells complex. Ooh, that is complex. Yeah. There's definitely some fruity notes, but it's not overwhelmingly fruity. Manresa was more fruity than this. This has a lot of depth to it. It's really well balanced. There's almost a hint of caramel amongst that fruitiness. The acidity is really nice, really balanced. It's there, but it's not overwhelming. It doesn't bite you at the front. The texture is great. It feels like it's coating my mouth, but not in a bad way. It just feels full, rich. There's hardly any aftertaste at all. And what is there is quite pleasant. Yeah, it makes me want to drink more. That is good. That is good. Okay, who wins? It's not going to be Zoe, just because it turned a little bit stale in the aftertaste. It was a good shot though. Manresa, really good. It was the most fruity. It had the strongest identity to it. It went down smooth. But Red Berry, it was fruity, a little bit of caramel. It had depth and complexity, more so than the others. It also went down really smooth. It made me want to drink more. Aftertaste was great. I'll definitely go back to Manresa, but Red Berry wins it for me.
The winners of sets 5 through 6 are Circle A, 1 Ounce, and Red Berry, and that completes round 1 of the San Jose Peninsula region. I'll be back for round 2 in a little while, but next I'll continue on to round 1 in the East Bay. I'm super excited to keep trying new places and to visit old favorites. Stay tuned for more, and thank you for exploring with me.
Wow, that's loud. Wait for this guy to pull out. Looks like a cool bike though.